2004 was the last time the United States won an Olympic gold medal in a men's 4x1, which makes 24 years today. We just watched the men's 4x100 meter dash final at this Paris Olympics, and let's just say history repeated itself. The United States once again could not get the job done and could not get a medal. They ran the fastest time in the world in the semifinals, 37.4. And that same 37.4, if they would have replicated it in the final, would have got them the gold medal. But instead, the head coach was like, you know what, we're going to completely switch up the order. We're going to add one person, but we're going to mix up the whole relay, take Fred off of 2, put him on the end, put Kenny at 2. Despite us not practicing this, we're just going to do it anyways. What's good, everybody? It's the GOAT Aaron Brown. And before this video starts, be sure to follow me on Instagram. It's linked down below in the description. And also, subscribe to my channel. And if you appreciate the videos I make, be sure to hit the thanks button right above the comment section. Let's jump straight into it. So we just witnessed the Mike Marsh assembled USA 4x1 go out there once again at another Olympic Games and come back with no medal. For the last 24 years, the United States has lost this event. So it's going to be 28 years before they even get the opportunity to try it again. I feel like this is enough internal damage to go ahead and send him a pink slip. Get Mike Marsh the hell up out of here. He has messed up time and time again. He showed that his leadership skills are lackluster. His decision making is very altered. And his overall coaching skill is less than average. He's proven time and time again with improper relay personnel or improper relay order that he just is not the man for the job. But for some reason, USATF brings him back every single year and get the same results. And somehow every Olympics we end up clueless of how this happened. Mike Marsh was a great 200-meter athlete in his own right. He ran 4x1s. He was on world record teams. But as I often say, at the end of the day is going to end. And just because you are a great athlete, more than likely you don't turn out to be a great coach. And Mike Marsh is prime example of this. They had a whole relay camp. They ran the fastest time in the world in the prelims. And at the same time would have got them to win in the final. But despite them doing that, all they had to do is just take Courtney Lindsay off the end and throw Kenny on. He completely switched up the whole entire order, and it was raining outside super hard. So he's like, you know what? It's raining outside. I feel like it's a great idea to switch up the whole order with no practice and just go out there at the Olympic Games and see what we can do. And if this doesn't sound like the silliest shit you have ever heard, I don't know what to tell you. Because hindsight is 20/20, but anybody could have saw that this whole situation was going to fail. Because if you're switching out one person who didn't get to practice with the team, why wouldn't you just throw them on the end where they could just receive the baton and not have to take the baton and pass the baton? Steps have to be practiced, and all of these things are factors. And then you also have to count in the pouring rain outside. So it was just a recipe for disaster. I'm not sure if he's getting paid every year to sabotage the relays or what he's doing. But it's a failure year in and year out. And every Olympic Games is always failed. For the last 24 years, it's going to be 28 years before the United States get another opportunity to get a gold medal in a men's 4x1. 2004 is the last time that they got the gold medal in a 4x1. This is simply ridiculous. The fact that he gets to come back year in and year out and still have his job is appalling. Carl Lewis did an interview after this relay with Lewis Johnson, and he expressed his anger and his upset. Despite Mike Marsh being one of his peers and one of his former teammates, he said this was the dumbest shit he has ever seen. You bring in a new person, why not just throw them on the end? Why would you switch up the whole relay with no practice in the rain? And I just feel like common sense isn't so common, and Mike Marsh has proven this time and time again. And I've seen also some people trying to blame the athletes, but the athletes aren't the ones responsible for this order. They aren't the ones responsible for switching up this whole thing. You gotta blame the person who assembled this. It's pouring rain outside. We didn't get to practice, but we're going to make a whole new relay order on the fly, and we're gonna throw y'all out there on the track, and we're just gonna hope y'all can get it done despite us not getting it done for 24 years. That's idiotic, and something has to change immediately. If I was the USATF president, not only am I firing Mike Marsh, I'm banning him. If I was President Joe Biden, I would ban Mike Marsh from returning back to the United States. I would have his ass sent to North Korea and he could go train North Korean athletes and coach their relays and set them up for failure year in and year out. Because this is simply ridiculous. In my predictions, I didn't have the United States winning because I said they haven't got to stick around in 24 years. And I don't see anything changing because Mike Marsh is known to make stupid decisions when it comes to the Olympics. But I also said if they do get to stick around, they will win it. But that's why I included teams like Italy and China and Canada, teams like that who are known to get to stick around. But this is foolish. This is ridiculous. If I was me, I would be having Mike Marsh on a plane in North Korea as we speak. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments. Who's at fault here? And be sure to subscribe to my channel